A packed stadium, fans decked out in their team's colors, eagerly awaiting kickoff. Among them, a group of mischievous supporters armed not with flares or banners, but with something unexpected: toilet paper. Yes, you heard me right. Toilet paper. What started as a harmless prank soon turned into a stadium-wide spectacle. As the players took to the field, the toilet paper rained down from the stands, swirling and twirling through the air like confetti at a carnival. But why toilet paper? For that, you have to stick to the end of the video, because today we'll be talking about the banned accessories in football. With that said, let's get started. It's the mid-2010s and football fashion is all the rage. Players are jazzing up their gear with all sorts of funky accessories, making the pitch look more like a runway than a sports field. But there's one accessory that really stole the spotlight: the snoot. You know, that black bulky thing wrapped around Carlos Tavez's neck? Yeah, that's the one. At first, it was just Tevez rocking the snoot, but soon enough, other players like Samir Nasri and Maroon Chamek hopped on the bandwagon. People couldn't stop talking about it, but all good things must come to an end, right? So, FIFA decided to have a powwow behind closed doors to chat about the snoot situation. And after a few hours, snoots were a no-go. Well, apparently, they deemed it unsafe. Yup, you heard me right again. FIFA was worried that players might accidentally hang themselves with these innocent-looking neck warmers. Sounds a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? Even my little brother, who's only 6, isn't buying it. But rules are rules, and FIFA wasn't budging. So unfortunately, snoots got the boot from the game. If you dared to show up to a match sporting one of those bad boys, you'd be promptly asked to ditch it by the ref. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal about a snoot anyway? Well, for starters, it's not just any old piece of fabric, it's become a symbol of player expression, a way for them to inject a bit of personality into their uniform. Plus, let's be real, it's practical too. Who wouldn't want a cozy neck warmer on a chilly day out on the field? Back in 2015, Neymar, the soccer sensation, almost stirred up some trouble during a game. Now, Neymar was on fire at that time, playing like an absolute legend. People were even saying he was as good as the iconic Ronaldinho. But here's where things got a bit funny. Neymar, maybe taking those comparisons a tad too seriously, decided he wanted to not only play like Ronaldinho, but also dress like him. So in one game against Villarreal, Neymar strutted onto the field sporting one of Ronaldinho's trademark looks, a Nike headband. But the referee, Jose Gomez, wasn't having any of it. He quickly noticed Neymar's headband and told him in no uncertain terms that he couldn't wear it during the game. Why? Well, apparently it was banned because of some publicity reasons. Now, Neymar didn't want to mess up the game, especially when he, Messi, and Suarez were forming an unstoppable trio, so he begrudgingly took off the headband and hasn't worn one since. But seriously, what's the big deal with headbands anyway? Moving on to another incident, this one was a real doozy. It almost caused a major international uproar. You see, there was this campaign called One Love that aimed to promote diversity and inclusion in soccer. Lots of clubs were getting on board, waving One Love signs and sporting One Love accessories in their stadiums. It was all about accepting different beliefs and backgrounds, which sounds pretty cool, right? Well, things took a dramatic turn when the 2022 World Cup was on the horizon. England and a bunch of other countries like Germany, Netherlands, and Denmark had this plan to wear One Love armbands to protest against Qatar's laws on same-gender relationships. Now that's a bold move, but also a controversial one. Why? Because Qatar, where the World Cup was gonna be held, wasn't too keen on the idea. They flat out said that any team trying to rock these armbands would be banned from playing in the World Cup. After a whole lot of back and forth, the countries that wanted to wear the armbands eventually backed down. They didn't want to risk getting banned from the big tournament, so they let FIFA and Qatar have their way, banning the One Love armband from the 2022 World Cup. Let's talk about socks. Yeah, you heard me right, socks. In the 2018 World Cup, England's Dele Alli and Eric Dier decided to spice things up a bit by wearing socks from a brand called True Socks. Now, normally this wouldn't be a big deal, but here's the catch. These socks weren't the official ones they were supposed to wear. No, they were supposed to sport Nike socks, but instead they sneaked in these True Socks, which got them into trouble with FIFA. FIFA wasn't happy about this sneaky move and slapped the English Football Association with a hefty fine of £70,000. Now, let's rewind the clock a bit further back to the 2017-18 season of the Premier League. Back then, some teams like Leicester City, Southampton, and Arsenal were getting creative with their pitch designs. Instead of the usual plain green field, they were adding fancy patterns and designs to their pitches, making them look pretty cool. Fans and players loved it. It added some extra excitement to match days. But as luck would have it, FIFA stepped in once again and decided to rain on everyone's parade. They put their foot down and said, no more fancy designs in the pitches. According to them, these cool patterns were making it hard for players to see certain areas of the field properly. So they enforced a rule stating that pitches could only have the traditional horizontal and white lines. Did you know that there was a time when certain types of boots were banned from the game? Yeah, it's true. Back in the day, legendary coach Sir Alex Ferguson wasn't too keen on some fancy new boot designs. He thought they were dangerous, and he had a good reason to think so. One of his star players, Roy Keane, got seriously injured during a match because of these special boots with sharp studs. Sir Alex was not happy about it, so he put his foot down and banned those boots from his team. Now, let's talk about something a bit more unexpected. Toilet papers. Yes, you heard that right once again. Toilet papers at a football match. But before you start scratching your head, let me explain. There was this famous player named Gary Lineker who had a bit of an embarrassing moment during a World Cup match in the 1990s. He needed to use the restroom and he couldn't hold it in any longer. So he ran off the field to do his business and, well, let's just say it became a bit of a joke among fans. Some fans from his own team, Tottenham Hotspur, even started throwing toilet paper at him during games. Can you imagine being pelted with toilet paper while trying to play football? After that, taking toilet papers into the stadium has been banned. Lastly, let's talk about jewelry. Now, we all love a bit of bling, right? But when it comes to football, jewelry can be a serious no-no. You see, there are rules in place to protect the players, and wearing jewelry on the field is considered risky. Imagine someone accidentally getting scratched by a player's shiny necklace. That's why FIFA, the big boss of football, said no way to jewelry on the pitch. But they made a little exemption for married players. If a player is married, they can wear their wedding ring, but they have to cover it up with tape. It's like a little reminder that they're taken even while they're playing the game. Now that's what I call commitment. So that's a wrap. If you enjoyed learning about the unexpected side of football, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. And if you want more fascinating content like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, keep kicking and stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of football. See you on the pitch.